Hello, how you doing? This is Jason Stoudemire, and I chose to do my piece on Yoko Ono. Okay, multimedia artist and performer Yoko Ono was born into an aristocratic family on February 18th, 1933 in Tokyo, Japan. The eldest of Osoko and Isuke Ono, three children. Isuke, who worked for Yokohama Species Bank, was transferred to San Francisco, California, for 2 weeks before she was born. And then the rest of the family, soon followed. And her father was transferred back to Japan in 1937. And Ono basically enrolled at the elite peer school, formerly known as the Gakuskin in Tokyo. Then the family moved to New York in 1940 and then back to Japan in 1941 when her father was transferred to Hanoi on the eve of the Japanese attack of the Pearl Harbor. And Ono remained in Tokyo through World War II and during the Great Firebombing of 1945. Excuse me. And at the age of 18, Ono moved with her parents to Scarsdale, New York. She studied at Sarah Lawrence College, but left to elope with her first husband. And then, after that, once she was artist, she started gaining notice, when she started selling in Manhattan, Greenwich Village. Uncle developed into an interest of arts and began writing poetry. Considered too radical by many, her work was not well received, but she gained recognition after working with American jazz musician and film producer Anthony Cox, who later became her second husband. Now, Cox financed and helped her, coordinate all her interactive conceptual events in the early 1960s. Ono art was often demanded by viewers. Participation and forced them to get involved. One of her famous artworks was a cut piece where basically what she did was members of the audience would come on and they would basically like cut different pieces off her clothing until she was just completely, naked. And that was basically like an abstract commentary on discarding materialism. So she finally had met John Lennon of the Beatles, on November 9th, 1966, when he visited a preview of her gallery in Indica in London, England. And Lyndon was taken with the positive interaction nature of her work, and he specifically cited a ladder leading up to the black canvas with a spyglass on the chain, which revealed the word yes written on the ceiling. The two began an affair approximately 18 months later. Then Lennon divorced his first wife, Cynthia, with whom he had a son with, Julian, born in 1963, and married Ono in 1969. And the couple basically collaborated on a lot of art and film musical projects, like during the Vietnam War area. Majority of them was through the Vietnam War, for the Vietnam War. And they basically wanted to promote world peace, including the bed-in held in the Amsterdam hotel room during the honeymoon in 1969. Now, Ono and Lennon became parents in 1975 with the arrival of their son Sean, and Lennon quit the music business to raise Sean. And when the famed musician returned to the spotlight in 1980, he was shot by a deranged fan, Mark David Chapman, only a few feet from Ono. And Sean Lennon has grown up to become a well-known musician in her right, and she's collaborated on different art pieces with her son. And she continued recording, albums and performing concerts and composing off-Broadway musicals, after John Lennon's death. And she's also has exhibited her art internationally. And the first U.S. retrospective of her work opened in New York City in 2002. She co-founded Artists Against Fracking with her son Sean in 2012 to lobby against drilling for natural gas in New York State. And she's also continued to honor her late husband's memory with a number of different projects. She inaugurated the Leno Ono Grant for Peace Award to commemorate what would have been Lennon's 62nd birthday. And on Lennon's birthday in 2007, she unveiled the Image Peace Tower on Badé, an island in Iceland. This outdoor artwork was created by Ono, representing her and Lennon's commitment to world peace. And basically, she did a lot of sculpture work, painting, photography, installation, performance art. I have like a gallery of it. Like one of them are the Apple 1966, which basically, as you see, gain recognition. She wanted to basically display that artwork, as it got older, how it would ripe. And she got a lot of different artworks that I liked it. Um, I mean, overall, she's a very talented artist, as far as, musician, um, you know, art, just basically an artist. This is one of her artworks right here. Imagine peace. Imagine all the people living life in peace. And a dream you dream alone is only a dream. A dream you dream together is reality. This is basically the artwork that she had in Iceland in memory of her and her late husband, John Lennon. Okay. This is another view of it right here. I don't know if you can see this pretty portrait picture with a lot of lighting and coloring. Bright colors used, fluorescent lights, glowing lights, just abstract art as a general. But when I give a concepts about Yoko Ono, I didn't really have too much information on Yoko Ono. Just basically, I just knew she was married to John Lennon, and I didn't know too much else about her. I never knew she was a talented artist. Sometimes it just come across that when you learn about, different people, you never know what they might have their hands in. You know, she has different shows that she's running, like the Yoko Ono Golden Ladders that'll be held in Beijing from November 14th through July 3rd, 2016. And she was in the Museum of Modern Art, Yoko Ono, the one woman show from 1960 to 1971. Just very talented young lady, you know. And I love contemporary art, in our generation today, a lot of people don't even, glance at art, or even like art, But, art sometimes, you can look at art and just imagine possibilities of, the future. Like, sometimes a picture may not seem what it seems once you glance at it, but then once you get in front of it and start thinking about it, it'll totally like change your whole concept of everything. Once you look at art, you kind of look at life different. So I see why a lot of people in our generation these days, go to a lot of art shows. Sometimes it make you a little smarter, you ask me. You know.
You already said